It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the rookie Sam Howell. He was terrific a week ago, well over 400 yards passing. It's the Commanders and the Colts, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Washington Commanders and the Indianapolis Colts. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Take it in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out onto the field comes the Colts offense for their first series, and at quarterback, a new name this year to the franchise, of course, but certainly not new to the league. A 15-year vet, former league MVP, Matt Ryan. On the opening play, here's Ryan. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. To throw is Ryan. Looking sideline, incomplete. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock. He did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out come the Commanders to begin their first series, and they'll be led by a fifth-round rookie out of UNC, Sam Howell. First and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at their own 24. On first down, Howell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Off play action. It's Howell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Ryan. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. So Ryan heads to the sideline, and out now is Rodrigo Blankenship for the Indianapolis field goal try. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trailed 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal. But now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Back to throw. Howell. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Howell throwing on first down here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On the counter, it's Taylor. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Powell out of the shotgun. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Another throw for Howell. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vinny Curry, the defensive end, got there off the edge. Sly able to put this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern. 58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Davion Taylor coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan, and incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be taken at the 10. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. First down, Howell to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll work down inside the 45. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Howell's throw complete to Dotson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Going right back to Dotson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. He's got a man, complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Sly able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So, well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Sam Howell in the... running back out, and he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you, and it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Second down, Howell now. Looking middle, and that's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Howell. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Second down, Howell back to pass. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah.
And, he coughed it up. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Following the fumble recovery, Howell. That one caught by the tight end Bates. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Howell trying to pick it up on third. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Now Howell. He finds his target, Ebron. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape.
Touchdown! Antonio Gibson. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Commanders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the handoff, Taylor. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Elsewhere around the NFL, 3rd quarter now in Los Angeles. The 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at the 33-yard line. They'll start with a give to Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And here's Rodgers on the return. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we...
yet again, Ryan is intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end. Back now in Indianapolis as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. On first down, Howell. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Coltsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. As this complete to... You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Ryan finding Pittman there for the Colts' 1st down. Now Ryan. This one completes Alec Pierce. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Let's go, man.
2nd down and 5. To throw again is Ryan. And that going to be taken in by Ashton Doolin. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. Here's Ryan. Forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Ryan. And now here's another interception. And the Colts will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders. At the 31-yard line. Robinson up the middle. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Shaquille Leonard, the all-pro, in on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And once more, Howell back to the air. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Howell throwing on first down here. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Howell. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Indy set to go on offense once more. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
2nd down and 4.
From midfield now, here's Ryan.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan.
Caught by Woods. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Again, Ryan.
A throw on the money there to Doolin. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18. Well, somebody lit a fire.